All right, it's go time on this 69 Camaro. Got the trim and stuff taped up good. I took an old tarp and cut me a couple of pieces that would hang down instead of paper or anything like that, in case I was to actually hit, the sand will deflect off of it. What I'm gonna do though is I'm gonna sand all this off, because we're coming right down through here. Remember, our new quarters is on here, but we're gonna come down right on the edge and across the back, and I'm gonna sand this thick stuff off, because blasting will just create heat where I can take my sander, sand it all off, get down to bare metal, and then the blasting, it shouldn't be any problem at all, I don't think. That is kind of what you call buried deep, but it'll blast off naturally, but I hope it's easier than hard, if that makes sense. Same way over here, we'll come down to the edge and across the back. I got the back glass and all taped up. I didn't use any paper. I went around with 2 or 3 pieces around the edges, that way when I go in with my sandblasting wand, any deflection will hit, so we should be good to go. So this is what we had underneath there. You can see a lot of rust right in there. You just don't know what's underneath something until you strip it. But anyway, this red, or like a little bit of red lacquer, that blaster will blast that right off, and we'll be able to put this thing in put it in epoxy and get it ready. You can see where Dylan touched right there. The old rusty stuff is kind of deep, so maybe it'll come off and not give me too much of a hassle. Let me show you a quick difference before I get back started. Well, that stuff is hard to get off. Clean on one side though. All right, time to get back at it. Ready for some black epoxy. There you have it. 2 coats of Spy black epoxy. Old roof looks pretty good. I mean, it's got a few dings here and there. You got a dent there, and then you got a small dent there, a couple little dents there, and then one big dent there. What I'll do is let this set up, and then I'll come in with my little dent puller, and I'll scuff out a little spot, pull that dent, and then just spray a little epoxy back over it. But the top had a lot of filler and stuff on it. I'm guessing that they started doing body work and maybe couldn't get it straight and just kept adding. I don't know. Same way on the sides here. A ton of stuff all down the side here, because what we done was used this buffer with a 6-inch pad on it and some 40 grit, and scuffed it down, and then hit it with the little blaster right there. But it had a lot of material on it. I mean, a lot of body filler. I didn't know if it was going to be real wavy, but it actually looks pretty good. I mean, just a few little things to fix. At least we know that we're back down to bare bones now. Do you agree? I agree. I think that it's going to It's gonna look good. So I come in yesterday and sanded down the epoxy. And epoxy, if you've ever used it, you know that it's a really thin product, but it's correct for going over bare metal. So I sanded it down and I went on top of it with 3 good coats of the 5311 from Tamco. What I'm going to do this morning is fix all my little bad spots that I find and get this thing blocked out. This will give some cushion for blocking, because on the epoxy you could go through and do your body work on top of the epoxy, no problem, but you're going to hit bare metal quick because it's so thin. This here, I'll be able to watch it change colors and do the body work on top of it, and as I block it, I can see that it'll go from this dull looking gray to a black to a darker black. I'll know that my epoxy's right there, because I really don't want to go through the bare metal and have to spray epoxy again. But anyway, let's get started. Got some body work done on the Camaro. You can see all the little bitty low spots. Still got to block this back panel. Same way over here. Nothing major, just a little bit of thin. Come in and sanded down the high build primer and done some body work, and then I started blocking the roof out, and you can see right there where the high build is fixing to go into the epoxy underneath. So what I done was fixed a couple of little spots right there and there. Well, when I got over here to this side had a bunch of little bitty spots all in this area. Nothing real low. I'll show you once it dries and I block it out. It is just a thin drag, just a real light skim filler. Instead of having a bunch of little bitty spots, I just skimmed the whole area, and I'm using this block right here. So that block will be just right for that big of an area. The longer the block, the better. You know what I mean? If you've never done any body work. But we're moving forward. While that's drying, I'm gonna jump on this back here and see how it blocks out. Well, that didn't take me just a minute with that old big block, because you know it takes up, you can see how much room it takes. So when you're going through it, don't take long, but you can see I'm starting to work my way through. So I don't have just a couple of little spots, and I mean they are minute. They look like they're a lot because the contrast of the black is so much more. A little bit right there, but I'll scuff those up and put a little dolphin glaze and roll on. But that there blocked out really nice right there. That's gonna be sweet. All right, so you've seen that I skimmed that area that had some little bitty low spot, not low spots, but just enough to show a little bit of a reflection. But I took this right here. This is Harbor Freight's, what they call the aggressive one. You can see how it oscillates. It don't just spin, it turns in 2 directions like one of those big 8-inch hog sanders. And I took it and went in an X pattern across here. You can just about get a panel completely, just about perfect with that, long as you keep it moving and don't let it stop and hog it down. Well, while I was going back and forth across, I was watching my edges, and I noticed there was a little spot right there. So I stopped, put a little bit of dolphin glaze in it, and then hogged it down with this right here. And then I took my long block there and blocked it out, and it really does feel good. It's ready for some primer. So we'll get some primer out and try to get it mixed up. The other side, I'm gonna double check over it, see how it feels, and before primer. But anyway, we're moving right along. We'll have some black soon. There you have it, 3 coats of Tamco high build primer. I run out right along that edge. What's next, you ask? Well, I'm glad you asked. I let this set a couple days and cure out, dry. It dries in a few hours, but I'm gonna give it some time to shrink back and come in here, block it out again, untape it, check all my edges, clean everything up, like down below, the dust and stuff. Go back over that, make sure that nothing's been messed up. I don't think it is, because I'm the only one that's been working on it. But I think it's gonna do good. Everything looks good. Everything laid out nice and smooth. It's hard to beat the Tamco, I'll tell you. I mixed it 4-to-1 with about 10% reducer. I actually run out of reducer. I didn't quite have 10%, but it laid out smooth. It'll still be orange peely when you start blocking it, but it really does lay out good. I think it's gonna be sweet.